Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Affinity Stream Podcast. I am Contrell, joined today by Sarah. Riley, how are you?
That's
Great.
remember.
Yeah. I was about to say Charlie, but once again, no Charlie.
I don't know where he is.
Today's movie is called Challengers, 2024, rated R, runtime of 2 hours, 11 minutes. And if you have not seen this movie, spoilers are ahead. Before we get started, as always, please like this video on YouTube, follow on podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. We'd really appreciate it. And our social medias are out there too. A former tennis player turned coach has it all, but once more. Directed by Luca Guardino, currently streaming on Amazon Prime, released April 26, 2024, starring Zendaya. Critic score of
88%.
88% in Rotten Tomatoes.
6.3 in film.
6.3 on Film Affinity, and an audience score of 75.
Question our audiences.
All right, Sarah, let us know.
I liked it. The more I think about it, I liked it. The problem with it was they were dragging so much, like the ends of the scene.
They were dragging?
Like with the walking. Like, I don't need you to walk like for 10 seconds. I understood that you're walking away. And some like music choices were like very off-putting, but now that I think about it, I'm like, I know that I shouldn't, like, when the music or something that is in production or realization, it's so noticeable, it's bad done, it's not well done. But at the same time, in this case, I can dislike it. So it was off-putting. It was like, why I'm listening at techno house music when like in a sauna, or like very random, rather random like spots. But I liked it. I liked the story.
Awesome.
I thought it was one of the worst movies I've seen in a long time. It was Yours and nothing. No, that's not true. They did not tell a good story. All they did was a classic little stupid love triangle.
It was a bromance.
But not.
Yeah, because during the whole time you are it, but at the end it was a bromance.
But not really, because Art is too in love with her. He is in love with her. She's not in love with him, but he is in love with her. And that's
but at the end they choose each other.
They don't. All you see is a hug, and that's just him.
That's the symbol. That's the symbol that they chose each other at the end.
Was bad. It was way too long. You could have made that movie 30 minutes shorter and told the same story. The music was terrible. It was redundant and over the top all the time. There was no point to it. It did not enhance the story in any way. And it just did nothing. It was really.
It also was very like weird to see the camera guy, like director of photography, trying the weirdest angles and shot ever. Like
I was motion sick when we were being the ball and flying around. I couldn't watch this.
Like in the last game, like with the glass floor and seeing them like bouncing the ball and just like playing tennis or being the racket. That was like silly. I was like,
I think they were on drugs.
I enjoyed the movie until the end. I feel like
because the ending was
terrible.
I loved it.
There's things about, like, I hate non-linear movies, first of all, so that threw me off. I mean, it didn't lose me in the plot, but I just don't like jumping back and forth in time. That's just a personal preference. And the ending was just cringy to me.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah.
It was like, but I literally realized that how they're ending it, and then it hit the credits, and I was like, that is terrible.
I loved it because the last 15 minutes were the weirdest ever.
So you like the point that you think the two guys ended up together and then they dumped Zendaya?
I assume that they chose. I want to think, because it's an open thing, an open ending. I want to think that at the end, it wasn't about anymore the game, and when at the last he wanted to hit, like to smash or whatever, he just jumped more over the
He
top.
went to smash, all right.
But at the end, they catch each other because it's a bromance. They don't want to fight over a woman anymore.
Yeah, but if that's your outlook,
I would love to.
Why does Zendaya's character get up and go, "Come on"?
Because she doesn't know that he knows. She doesn't know that he knows that they went together the previous night.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she knows. She'd be kind of stupid not to know when he misses like 2 points because he's staring at her.
She knows that something is up, but she doesn't know that it's because of that. What happened?
She has to know.
All right.
She's
No,
stupid if she
you
doesn't.
are making assumptions, and
Riley,
that is not on the plot.
Give us your favorite or least favorite scene.
The end. The end was my least favorite scene, and there was no good scene in the movie. It was pretty bad. I guess if I had to pick my favorite, I would pick when the two of them are like trying to like kind of compete over her in the beginning before they go to college and before her injury and everything. It's kind of funny, and then she just like makes the two of them kiss, and they're just like kissing, and then they don't even like realize it until she's like, "All right, I'm leaving. Bye." That was funny. That moment. The rest was bad.
I think that was bad. I mean, whatever. My favorite scene, I think, is because everything is so ridiculous. Like I like what the talk in the sauna because the guy, not the blonde, I don't even remember the names. Like the brunette guy, he's so like arrogant, and both are like trying to talk each other to like throw them off for the game. I like that scene. I like the end, even though it was so
you like all
weird.
the ass in the sauna, like it just looking.
No, I didn't like that. I was like, okay. I don't need that. And when the other character said, like, can you just like put a towel on? And it was like, thank you. Like that was so unnecessary. There was a lot of scenes that they were necessary, like the scene that she goes to see him with the car. There was like that like wind.
Yeah, I thought that wind was an odd choice. Yeah,
the wind was too much, and also the red light on the car was so.
And there was like nobody in this whole like town while they boning in this car in the parking lot.
So awkward. These choices are so bad.
Art and Patrick were the two guys.
Characters. Patrick is the brunette guy. Yeah. I think it was. I liked the acting of it. It was fun.
I did feel like they were good actors.
The actors were good.
Yeah. And Zendaya is hateable in some parts.
Yeah, I didn't like her at all.
Job.
Didn't like her character at all.
Yeah, so that's good.
I did like when she was trying to play again after she was hurt, her emotion. That was a cool scene. Like she was getting mad at him for taking it easy on her. Favorite character, actor?
I would go Patrick.
And his name is Josh O'Connor.
Josh O'Connor.
Really?
Why not?
Well, I hated all three of them, honestly.
Exactly, because none of them were sane. Like Zendaya was like making them fight. The blonde guy tried to like break them up, and also the Patrick one, it was just trashy.
He was,
You know who my favorite? So
he was bad and selfish. So, and also arrogant because he went to the tournament, like to the challenge tournament. And he was like, do you know if people like will give like the prize in advance? I'm like, no, dude, you don't do that.
And then she called him out for being like a rich boy who like didn't want to take his parents' money or something.
Yeah.
He was just an asshole. Who's your favorite character?
I didn't like anyone. If you make me pick the main three, I'll pick Art, but otherwise I'm picking the daughter because she was just cute and adorable.
Cute. And the mom was like
mom too.
I'm just your babysitter. This is what I do.
Yes,
Did you like the girl being like, "Mommy, can we watch Spider-Man?"
I thought that was interesting. Spider-Verse.
Because she's in the Spider-Verse, right?
She's in No Way Home.
That one.
My favorite was Brian Duke, who you probably didn't even notice. He was the trainer who was sitting next to.
I noticed.
Zendaya. Do you know why he's my favorite?
No.
He used to work for the Boston Celtics as their trainer.
Wait, what? Like
Brian Duke. Cool. He used to work for the
Boston
Celtics.
And what scene was this guy?
He sat next to her through the whole tennis match.
Oh, the last one?
Yeah.
Well, the whole match, which is the whole movie, because it's stupid.
Wait, what? Like, that's a cameo. Like, he didn't do anything.
But I hated everyone else, so he's my favorite character.
But if you hate, doesn't mean that he wasn't a good character.
No, I didn't like any of the characters. I was rooting for, like,
You
the
wanna-
stadium to
fail.
flood and everyone to die. That's how
Wow.
I enjoyed those characters.
Uh,
What would you have changed, Riley?
everything. It was too long. I mean, I could have enjoyed the movie if all these scenes that were so drug out, like how long do you need to spend zooming into someone's face or watching them walk away or just like watching this tennis ball bounce like back and forth. Like all the points were addressed quicker.
That was annoying.
And it was just it was not necessary in any regard. You got the point across in every scene like a minute before the scene ended.
Yeah, it didn't feel long to me though. Honestly,
Really?
I feel like
We checked the time on the movie probably like 3 or 4 times towards the end, and we were like, "Oh my god, there's still an hour left! Like how?"
Yeah, I just the linear and the timeline. Just I don't like that, and just that ending was just.
I also like. I didn't like that she ends up with him with Art because I don't know. Patrick
Here's
was
the
a
second
jerk,
option. Yeah.
and Art was just like the guy around, and okay, he's a tennis player, so he can continue my dream. Like poor guy was like, "I love you," and she's like, "I know." Like,
Yeah. And like
who's gonna be
you
with
have
someone
a kid
like that?
and like all this money because of him. Like you don't play,
Yeah,
so but that's not enough for you. You know,
I don't. It just was like
What would you
terrible.
have changed about the movie?
Yeah, there were like scenes that they were like painfully long for no reason, and maybe I would do other music choices in some spots, but I enjoyed that it was very different. Like
feel
now
like-
you never like listen house in cinema.
I feel like it won an award for the score or something.
Are you
I
kidding
think,
me?
If
I
I,
mean,
remember
because it's
correctly.
revolutionary. It's different.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it's good.
All right,
For
describe.
you, art is subjective.
All right, you're right. Art is subjective. Challenges 2 is coming out. We need you to write it. Riley, go ahead. Explain how you would do it.
Zendaya's not in the movie. Art is retired now, and I don't know, actually living a happy life maybe. And Patrick's like making a comeback and becoming
That is so
a
boring.
better
That's-
tennis
yeah.
player. Well, that's your opinion. So
Oh yeah, it is.
But what's the main plot of the
Boring.
movie?
I don't know. This one was garbage. They gave nothing to go off of. Like,
Alright.
what is the point in this movie? There's not.
What's your sequel?
I don't think it needs a sequel, but I don't know. I would like to know about the bromance.
The bromance. You want to see them
I really
trying to
don't.
be a
think-
couple?
I really don't think.
And I want the little girl play tennis.
Oh, she could grow up to be a tennis star.
Yes, like the story repeats.
And then the dad
But her
comes back
mom's
and it's
gonna
like,
be
I'm
like-
the dad.
Yes,
Her mom's gonna be like pissed.
on
Like-
Zendaya.
Like
Zendaya
she-
makes her
Like
to play
she's
tennis.
gonna be like no. I'm saying she's gonna be like the crazy mom.
Oh,
that,
it's
like,
yeah.
crazy, like sports mom.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
So what happened to the like husband? What happened to the daughter?
All right. So my sequel, the daughter grows up and becomes like a serial killer, and
What?
she goes after Patrick for breaking up her family. She became a killer because her family broke up.
Oh.
So now she has to kill him.
Is
for
there
breaking
any
up her
chance
family.
that the daughter is Patrick?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
From the point that they hooked up in the earlier one.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Could be. Could be.
Mhm.
And then she goes to kill him and finds out that's her real
He's her
father.
Ah, damn.
Yeah.
You got it.
So and then are you recommending this movie?
No.
I do.
Yes.
Yeah. If people like has like 2 hours to spare and you kind of like, I would say, yeah, watch something slightly different because it's not that different. But
Right.
yeah, I enjoyed like the acting. It's a good story.
I'm torn because
It's because like the story is very when people are athlete. Well, I guess I assume when you're an athlete, like everything revolves around it and everything is so mixed up. So I like they try to portray both, like the life that you have to like devote to this sport and profession, and meanwhile everything what happens that it's not that nice being a professional athlete.
yeah. I mean, I feel like I would have way more enjoyed the movie if it wasn't for that dumb hug at the end. Like I just don't-
Really?
It really
It
ruined
made
the
it.
movie.
It made
ruined
it.
the
for
whole
you.
movie.
Maybe because I didn't expect that at all.
I did not expect it at all either because it was so corny and cheesy.
It was cheesy. No,
I
it
would
was
if
crazy.
an actual tennis match actually ended like that, I would be more forgiving. If someone can show that to me,
Never.
the guy tried to jump over the net, and the other guy caught him. I would
has this happened.
accept it. Anyway, you're not recommending this movie, Riley. What are you recommending from these actors?
I was looking at that, which I don't know like really much of anything that the two guys are in. I was looking through and I hadn't seen their stuff before, which means that I'm stuck recommending something from Zendaya, and
Don't dare.
a lot of her stuff is meh, but the only thing that's good is The Greatest Showman.
I knew it that she was gonna say that.
Oh, you have to get mad about that. Why? I can't recommend something I like.
Damn.
I'm gonna go with Chris Fowler. He was the TV commentator, and he was in The Waterboy starring Adam Sandler. I had to reach because I have no Zendaya history. I've not watched any of her shows. Well, and I'm not gonna recommend Spider-Man. But
I will.
You will, okay? Spider-Man.
Why not? Like the one that
did
you like Dune?
I have not seen Dune.
Oh, okay.
The one that the No Way Home.
No Way Home, but
the one that the three the Tobey Maguire is there. Tobey Maguire is there.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Because The Greatest Showman is best, but
if you say so.
Have you watched it?
I have not. I don't watch musicals.
You should.
And I don't attend them when people are in them.
No, I know. I'm very aware of that.
A couple other things I noticed when they first met Zendaya at like the party. Her and her friends were like dancing, and I was like, they must be dancing to a different song because they were not dancing to the song that was playing. I think it was like Nelly or something was playing, and they were just. I mean, I don't know what beat they were on, but they were just like
it was all over
the entirely different.
Yeah,
they were probably playing a different song in recording than they actually put in post.
I don't think so. Maybe it's because they wanted them to look like Zendaya look like better than them.
Well, she wasn't dancing on beat either.
They were all off.
Yeah.
And halfway through the movie, I didn't notice that the balls were CGI until like halfway through. I was like, wait a minute, that's not a real tennis ball. Like when they were serving, it was all CGI.
Was
tennis.
it? Yes. I didn't even know.
See, you didn't even notice.
I didn't. How you?
I googled it. Oh. I just noticed that the balls are like going really fast, and I was like, "Is that real?" And I googled it. No, the tennis was CGI. They had like even the rackets. They just had like a stick, and they like did all CGI. So two things I noticed.
Good job.
Notice. Thank you. Let's end this with some shout outs.
You start.
We do it every.
I know.
Episode like 150 right now. So.
Can I have
you can have a couple minutes. I'll do a shot. Yeah, you can have a Hall of Shame as long as it's not going down a certain road that we don't go down on this podcast. But I'll give my first shout out, and my shout out is to cruises, cruise lines everywhere. You guys are awesome. I love you. I'll be back soon. I'll see you in July on my next cruise.
Already know?
Is it really the cruises you love or the buffets you love?
The buffet is part of the cruise.
But
no, I can go to a buffet anywhere. But I can't have the ocean, a buffet, a drink, a hot tub, and white glove service. You know, it's all. And be in another country. So it's a combination.
All right.
Riley.
My shout out is going to the Zelda game because it's great.
I think it's so
wonderful. Tears of the Kingdom. Shout out to that.
All right.
Okay. I have a Hall of Shame, it's called.
Yes, it is called Hall of Shame.
I'm gonna say anything that's gonna bother. It's because of this weather. I don't like it here.
Okay, very good. Yes.
Yes.
I will. Please. I will second the weather in the
terrible.
world.
I just came from my holidays, and it is like unbearable.
Snow everywhere.
Okay, like gross.
I agree.
And good shout out is for a TV show that you won't like it because rom-com.
Oh God.
And it's called Nobody Wants This, but it's funny.
Kristen Bell.
Adrian Brody is the main thing.
Okay, so just to put this out here, I can't relate to this, but people I know are not happy with the way Jewish women are portrayed in that show.
Okay,
I
don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know
But
either.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
That's just what I heard from that show.
The person that I recommended, I think they know about Jewish, so I just watched it. And I enjoyed like the script, and I enjoyed a lot of things. So it was funny, and it was it's a rom com, so it's always like corny and nice and beautiful.
Yeah, I watched the first couple episodes. I found it entertaining.
It was.
Yes.
Thank you.
Right.
I'm happy.
All right, guys. That's it for us. Thanks for joining us this week on the podcast. Next time on the podcast, we're doing Gladiator 2.
Oh God.
So
how long is that?
It's bad. I already
7
watched
hours
it.
and 8 minutes.
7 hours.
It is not okay.
So we will see that next time. Thanks, guys. For Sarah, Riley, I'm Control. We'll see you